You're watching Escape Adulthood Live, your number one source for long-lasting, fast-acting, physician-approved adultitis relief.
On this week's show, we're talking about donuts, the Super Bowl, and how to make every Monday awesome.
Hello, everyone. Great to be here. Greetings and salutations.
Thank you for shenaniganing with us on another Wednesday night. Boy,
what a warm reception. Thank you so much.
Amazing. It feels like we're at the Super Bowl
I think
something.
they might be cheering for puppies and snacks, as we asked in the comments who's going to win the Super Bowl.
Yes.
And we had a lot of who's playing.
Amy,
I'm here for the Puppy Bowl.
I am totally an Amy Payne and Jen DeRitter type of girl. I'm here for the commercials and the snacks, right?
Yes, and Don said that he's rooting for Green Bay, just waiting on the recount from the last game.
I'm sure he's not alone.
Yeah,
That
was a rough one for the Packers.
Man, totally.
It is great to be with you tonight. We have a great show planned.
Yes.
We have some special guests that will be joining us shortly, and yeah, it's kind of exciting because the Super Bowl is coming up. Don't really have a team in the race per se, but it's always kind of fun.
He did change his Funko Pops though. Let's see, we got a little Walter
Good
Payton
old sweetness
here.
right there.
Anybody a Walter Payton fan out there?
That is the only football Funko Pop that I have, but
He's
it's
cute.
a good one.
He's really cute. He's like is this your favorite football player of all time?
Probably, yeah. It's my dad's favorite.
Yes.
My dad's name is Walter, so that's
pretty perfect.
kind of works out. But yeah, so we're looking forward to it. We're gonna have the your side up, your parents up, and
yeah, they haven't been to our new house yet, so that's pretty exciting. As long as the snow will stay away long enough to get them up here.
My father-in-law of 4 daughters, I have a feeling will be excited to hang out with some testosterone to watch the
someone
game.
he knows who's playing, so that's exciting. So many awesome people in the comments tonight. Good to see everybody, by the way. Sabrina and Christy and Brenda. Brenda, you're talking about a Super Bowl commercial. Tell us more about that.
Yes, Brenda said that her company's first ever Super Bowl commercial is going to
exciting.
be airing this weekend. So I'd love to hear who you work for.
Yeah,
we feel like we might know. Yeah, maybe it's confidential.
As soon as you say it, we're gonna
Budweiser, perhaps, or I'm trying to think what are the other
first one.
Standards, whatever. So we'll look for that. But in the meantime, we have a brand new segment we wanted to air tonight, called "Would You Rather." Okay, so this week's Super Bowl is in Tampa. It is the first time that the Super Bowl has ever been held in a city where one of the teams is from.
That's crazy.
First one out of, I don't know, 50-something. Either 55, Super Bowl 55, I don't know, something around there.
Yeah.
But the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are in town. And, of course, traditionally, there's a week between the championship game and the Super Bowl. And so this week is Super Bowl week, and there's all kinds of hoopla. Media is there, it's all party time. And so we were curious, if you were to spend a week in Tampa, would you rather spend it with Tom Brady, who is in fact there, or Greg Brady? That's what we want to know. So chime in the comments of who would you rather spend a week in Tampa with, Tom Brady or Greg Brady? And Kim, I'm curious for many reasons. This could be the end of our marriage, folks. This could be rocky territory.
For which direction? Because it just depends on a childhood crush or a grown-up crush.
And why?
Well,
who said anything about a crush, by
nobody.
the way?
No, I know. And which person would be more interesting to spend the week with? Is that what you're saying?
Well, I'm just saying, who would you rather spend the week with? Sabrina is all over Greg Brady.
Oh, man!
Maybe not literally, but Kathleen also. Greg Brady. Brittany is with Greg Brady.
All right, who liked Peter? Did anybody like Peter?
Peter? You got a lot of Greg Brady's. Got a lot of Greg Brady.
I think a lot of these people are Packer fans. Isn't it true that most Packer fans don't care for Tom Brady?
That's probably, it could be. We don't. They've got people from all over the place. Jody says Tom, but maybe mine instead. She's married to Tom. Not Tom Brady, though. Dorothy is with Greg Brady.
Greg Brady kind of crosses a lot of generations here, guys.
Yes.
Isn't that kind of interesting? Either one. Florida is awesome. Sharon, right? Get me in Florida. Although California's got to be pretty awesome right now, too, depending on where you're at.
Wes is throwing in a technicality, so this is the first time in the same stadium. It's been in the same city before. I didn't know that. What I'd like to know who that was, the city and the team that was in there. But thank you for checking it out. Yeah, who would you rather spend the week? So Tom or Greg? Now I would have to say Tom, just because he's got to be going to the coolest parties. And, you know,
you
Greg,
get a VIP pass.
Yeah, I'd like to live a week in the life of a Tom Brady.
Would you?
He's got a supermodel wife.
Oh,
he is a super popular football player. Like, what is that even?
What's that like? Just
what is that?
Live that out for a week.
Greg, I'd be afraid that I might get some sort of a curse from some sort of tiki idol. If I was with Greg, I'd feel nervous about that.
That was a really freaky episode, by the way.
Yeah, well, Mike Schroeder's mentioning Giselle. Yeah, so if she happens to be there, I mean, it would be cool to go out
the week with her too
for nachos. Whatever. Kathy Rose is just not sure.
Yeah, I know. I'm kind of with you, Kathy. It's like, I don't really care about football.
Paul wants to know if Greg can get me with Marsha.
Oh!
I like...
Marsha.
Yeah, I like that. And his wife says, hey!
Oh, no. We are doing some damage. We're only 2 weeks away from Valentine's Day.
Martha is reminding me that I already have a supermodel wife.
Oh, Martha.
Thank you for that. You are correct, dear. You are correct. Kathy wants to be with Alice. Hanging out.
Alice was the best character.
What would Alice do in Tampa? That's what I'd like to know.
She would be wearing that house dress, I think. I'm pretty sure.
Would Sam be with her? That's the other question.
Sam! Why did they never get married? There's so many questions here. Oh,
Wes chiming in, San Francisco Super Bowl, some sort of Roman numeral. I'm not good at those. And Los Angeles Super Bowl. Okay, so.
Some sort of Roman numeral. Did you sleep through that? Part of math class? I
think that might be 19. If I'm.
Yeah, nothing. I love this picture of Greg, by the way. Was he coming out of the bathroom? Yeah, he's got the towel over it, like they were fighting in the bathrooms or something.
That's up.
And why is Tom Brady like coming off of he looks like an astronaut. Like, doesn't he look
He's got like some sort of a coat. That was actually a Patriots outfit, so I had to crop that out.
Oh boy, some Photoshop action.
Do that, but Kathy Rose points out that Alice would probably be cleaning. But Wendy says that Alice would make great snacks.
That's
true. Keeping with that.
Very good snacks.
So, yeah. Well, it's interesting. I feel like most people weighed in on Greg.
I know.
I was a little bit surprised by that. But
no one mentioned Bobby Brady. Not one person. I mean, I even brought up Peter. No one mentioned Peter. I always liked Peter better. I don't know. Peter was kind of more my style than Greg. Greg was...
too much of an older man.
Yeah. I always related to Cindy because I was the youngest, so maybe Peter felt a little bit more, my age range at the time. But
okay, well, that was good. I'm glad we did that. We may or may not do this segment again. Would you rather? Thank you though for playing.
And now a word from our sponsors.
All right.
Well, we are super excited tonight to welcome Elle Hendricks and Martha Henderson, who just so happen to be founding members of the Wonder and Whimsy Society.
Yes, and it has been just such a cool delight for us to get to know you guys the last 6 months or so. And we thought it'd be cool to have you on and just share a little bit from a personal perspective about Wonder and Whimsy, what kind of things you guys have enjoyed, and maybe what you might say to someone who's thinking about joining. As you may know, if you're watching this, we've been kind of talking about it, but it's kind of new information. The Wonder and Whimsy Society, we have cracked open the doors for the next, maybe 12 days or so until the 15th, or until we get 70 new members, whichever comes first. And we're just kind of giving a chance for some new members to come in and join the mix. So we thought it'd be kind of helpful to hear from some of our founding members. So I don't know, want to start with you, Al? Do you have anything you want to kind of share as we chat with everybody out there tonight?
Oops.
We gotta unmute
you.
Live.
My bad. Start over again, Elle.
Okay.
I forgot to. I had you muted. Sorry about that.
Yep, reverse back. Yep.
Thank you guys for having me. Absolutely. Was really excited to be asked to speak because of the fact that I just absolutely love being a part of Wonder and Whimsy as an Adultitis fighter for many years now. When the club group, are we a club? I don't know. Opened up.
We're a secret society.
Secret society
doesn't want you to know about.
That is not so secret, I suppose, because we want to share everything that we learn in Wonder and Whimsy. So I want to say it's not as secret, but the fact that I'm a part of this means that I would love to share with people who I think would get a lot of benefit out of it. And so I definitely, spreading whimsy at my new workplace has opened up doors for me to share my adultitis fighting techniques that I've learned from you guys, as well as letting people know that Wonder and Whimsy is something that allows you to kind of find that childlike quality in you, that you're not afraid to say, you know what, I'm just going to be a little silly today and I'm just going to enjoy my day and not let anything get to me. So I think it's really important that people have a program like this, especially for those that are distance, which we've been so much distance. So it couldn't have come at a better time. Opening up during COVID, I think that was just absolutely wonderful. And I see Martha agreeing with me, and I'm sure she has her own insights too. And I'm happy to see Martha because this is it's a name to go with a face, and it's awesome.
Very cool.
Thanks, Al. Yeah, I would echo that. I'm a relative newcomer to all of Escape Adulthood and all of the things that Jason and Kim have to offer. And I sort of got hooked in when they started offering Wonder Hunts, which is something different from the Wonder and Whimsy Society, but it got me pulled into this whole way of just being reminded of the power of wonder and joy and the importance of keeping that in our lives, particularly as days get, when COVID hit, it was I really would call it a godsend for me. Really helped me keep sane during this crazy time. And so I was just thrilled to have the opportunity to be a founding member, and meeting great people like Elle and just getting connected into the group has been great.
Very cool. Elle, what would you say is your favorite part of the Wonder and Whimsy Society? And then I'm going to ask you the same thing, Martha. Like, if you had to narrow down like one specific thing that like, this is my favorite part, what would it be?
I want to say, gosh, if I had to say my favorite part, it might sound a little selfish. And I think that's because I enjoy knowing that I'm a part of something that is so widespread, and I feel almost like you guys make me feel kind of celebrity-like. Mm-hmm. And so I love the fact that Wonder and Whimsy allows us to have a voice, and you guys are really awesome at being able to say, you know what, come on, everybody's welcome. And I love the meetings that we have. They're very casual. And you guys make it all about us as a group. And I think that's a wonderful thing that you guys offer. So being a part of Wonder and Whimsy allows us to really be who we are and in this group. And I really enjoy that. Very
cool. Thank you. What about you, Martha?
Yeah, it's difficult to pick just one thing. But for me, I love the surprises. I love so we get a secret mission every once in a while, and you have a decoder, a special code. We have a little membership book that has our code. We can decode the messages. Just that sense of anticipation and that joy. I feel kind of like a kid on Christmas Eve. You know, what's going to come, and then you open up and then sometimes you just get a surprise box. And what I particularly love, this connects to this. So this is still one answer, one thing. What I love about it is that Jason and Kim are really open to the ideas that people bring. So somebody thought about this idea of they talked about, they used to give family just random box of stuff. They'd go around their house and pick things in a box and send it off. And it became something we did as a group for Christmas. And you were allowed to sign up, put together your box. You got a name assigned, like a Secret Santa. And you sent off a box and you got a box in return. And that was I love the fact that it's not programmatic. It's got structure, but it's got room to just let people's creativity come in.
That's awesome. Thank you for that. That's that was a
ended
fun
up really
thing.
really fun. Oh my gosh. And that's the part I think I like the most, not maybe not the most, but like that it has been neat for us to see how it's evolved too, Martha, is just to see the member ideas just kind of jumping in and taking off, and it's like, let's go with that. And so that's been a really cool treat.
We've been very inspired by everyone that's been a part of it, and it's been pretty cool. By the way, Kathy, I think it was Kathy Rose I saw in the comment. She said, not selfish, self-care, so we can care for others. So to speak what you
perfect
said, and
perfect
I
way to
love
say
that, because I think that's part of what Wonder and Whimsy is for, is like for us to pour into ourselves so that we can bring light and joy to other people. So I would say that's pretty cool. All right, we don't want to take up too much of your time. Do you guys, if there's someone that's maybe on the fence, because obviously Wonder and Whimsy Society, it's our premier treatment plan for adultitis. It's a little, some people might say it's a little pricey. It's not for everybody, that's for sure. But if there's someone out there that's like, okay, I kind of want to do it, I'm not sure if I should, is it going to be worth it? What would you guys say to that person who's maybe on the fence or not sure?
I think a lot of people. Sorry, Martha.
No, go ahead. You go ahead.
I think a lot of people, because we're adults, we can't help ourselves. We go, okay, what kind of a commitment is this, and do I have time for it? And then if I can't, you kind of feel like you maybe you didn't fulfill your obligations or things like that. I wish that people would understand that there's not an obligation, and that once you're a part of this group, it's kind of come and go as you need, and the support is always there for you. I mean, you do have to pay for this particular part of the program, but at the same time, I'm hoping that they've already seen the amazing things that have been offered for free with the Escape Adulthood program before. That's how I got in. I agree with Martha. Wonder Hunt is actually where I came in to really start getting myself committed to what you guys have to offer. And I think most people just have to say, give it a try and see if they enjoy being a little bit more involved in a program that can actually really come back and benefit them. I mean, you guys have been amazing with the resources. It's been very unlimited that we can do the resources. And that, to me, you can't really put a dollar on, but I mean, we can't help ourselves. It looks like a commitment. So
cool.
I would say, first of all, as I understand it, like our founding members, you will get a personal phone call from Kim. So there is one big draw. But I would really say, when Jason was talking about, if we're talking to people who are drawn to this idea, I had a picture of somebody standing on a high dive. And it's like you're up on that high dive because there's something about that you want to experience. You want to have that sense about, whether it's because you're a little kid and you want to feel brave and your older siblings are doing it, or it's just, you just want that experience. I feel like if you have that draw that this is of interest to you, you think it's of interest, I think you will find it is, and it's way more than what you thought. It's kind of like a TARDIS. It's bigger on the inside. And so I would totally encourage you to jump in.
Very cool. Thank you, guys. That's very sweet. Your checks are in the mail. Appreciate that.
And people have commented in the comments how you guys seem to have coordinated your outfits tonight, which was totally unplanned, by the way. But I love the colors.
This is what I wore to work today. I didn't even change. I was already whimsy.
This is the free T-shirt, so I'm not in a very good position to show it, but
it looks so
I
good.
do have my Wonder Whimsy T-shirt and jacket. So
yep.
I need a jacket. I need a jacket.
The colors on your sweater are adorable too, Elle. So that's great.
Yeah, that was completely accidental. I think I just was feeling whimsy today with my peacock earrings too. So I'm just feeling it.
Can I give a secret little tip, since we're kind of about secret missions? So I was given permission to say this, but for anybody that's interested in joining, when you go to sign up and you see the price, if you put the letters VIP, I think must be a discount code, you will get a reduced price. So I was given permission to let that little secret out tonight. So if that helps, if the cost was a barrier, this will help that.
Yes. That's basically the founding member price.
Yep.
So thanks for sharing that. And thank you to both of you guys. We could just sit here and chat all night. So if everybody wants to do that, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, that's
I'm not going anywhere.
Okay.
You can take me off the screen, but I'll stay on.
Seriously, Elle and Martha, thank you for sharing so much of your evening. And I don't know about you, but usually at this time I'm in pajamas. So if you're usually in pajamas, thank you for staying in your clothes this long.
Who says we're not in our pajamas?
Good point.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much. You've been such great members and such great contributors, and we really appreciate you coming on and sharing a little bit about your experience. So have a great night, and we will be in touch soon.
See you soon.
Thank you for having me.
Bye, everybody.
Guys. Bye. Oh, that was so great. And, we have these monthly mastermind meetings with our Wonder and Whimsy Society members, and we get to see their faces and get to know them, which is part of what is just so enriching for all of us to not just have a community online, but be like, oh, there's Martha and there's Elle and there's so-and-so, and you can kind of keep up on people, which I know has been a blessing for a lot of people who are feeling really isolated right now. So,
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So we have about a week and a half left while doors are open. If you're thinking about it, we'd love to have you on board. Join us.
Life moves pretty fast. You don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.
I know a person who, after 4 years of lament and loathing, is relieved to have a new president. I know another who is crestfallen and filled with anxiety over what the next 4 years will bring. Those two sentences I could have easily written on this morning as I could have 4 years ago. To be honest, I felt both emotions at different times in the last 20 years. But alas, talking politics is tricky business these days with emotional landmines at every turn. So let's focus on something else. Like Mondays. I've written before about how Monday gets a bad rap. When we see Friday, we thank God, but everybody scrunches up their nose and turns the other way when they see Monday walking down the hall. Well, I would like to propose a simple but effective way to ensure that your next Monday is awesome. Interestingly, it'll work just as well to ensure your next 4 years are awesome too, regardless of your taste in politicians. Now, I hesitate to share it because you'll probably brand me as a fool, an incurable simpleton, a naive rube. Don't worry, I've been called worse. You may roll your eyes or cast it off as wishful thinking, but all I can say is that it works astoundingly well. So what's the secret? How do you make sure next Monday and the other one after that is awesome? You just decide. Don't roll the dice and hope. Decide. Don't wait for permission. You don't need it from anyone. Decide. Don't wait for proof to roll in. Once you decide, you'll naturally look for reasons to prove yourself right, if you've really decided. Okay, cue the eye rolls. That's too simple and naive, right? I don't know, is it? Is it any more naive than giving the power to affect 4 years of my life to someone I don't know, will probably never meet, and has very marginal impact on my day-to-day life? Not to mention the fact that you probably already do it, especially if you're one of the people who scrunch up your nose at Monday while it's walking down the hall. Or if you're one of the millions of people who have already decided that the next 4 years are going to be awesome or terrible. Don't be too quick to disregard the simple. Now, little disclaimer, as you may have already guessed, this isn't entirely foolproof. There will be days when your pet goldfish dies or a tree falls on your new car. Sometimes Mondays just suck, along with Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays. The point is that you'll enjoy a lot more good ones if you start expecting them. And maybe that practice of doing so will help you better see those silver linings on the darker days. You can't control what happens to you, but you can decide what to do about it. Abraham Lincoln was on point when he suggested, folks are just about as happy as they make up their minds to be. I've seen some people endure extreme hardships and still maintain a cheerful, optimistic attitude. I've also seen people complain while on vacation in the most beautiful places in the world. If you have an unbroken streak of bad Mondays in your rearview mirror, it might be worth looking in the bathroom mirror. we've been gifted with an amazing freedom, the ability to choose the focal point of our mind. Let's not be too eager to hand that power over to other people and circumstances. I don't know about you, but I've made up my mind that next Monday is going to be awesome.
And it will be.
Planning on it.
I don't know why this reminds me of this, but today at lunch, Jason was doing this thing where we would, if someone said something funny, he was like dying laughing. And all of us, me and the kids were like, what is he doing? So then we all kind of tried to say funny things to try to get him to do it. Can you give an example of this laughter?
Put me on the spot?
Yeah.
No. No.
It's a dad thing?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. We actually were talking about it later, but the point is, I don't know where that little extra boost of decision came from to make us all laugh today, but we all loved it. And it was like a little decision you made that made our day. So it was pretty cool.
Well, that's good to hear.
Can you do it again?
No.
Like right now?
Nope.
No one has ever seen him laugh like this. I promise you. It's pretty extreme. So it was pretty awesome.
Well, I'm glad to contribute to your day. Thank you very much. But I think now is time to pull out our crayons and pencils and markers and let's draw. All right, so this is a good part of the show where if you have not already shared this video,
Yes.
you probably should. We do a terrible job of reminding you to do that, but if you've never joined us before, welcome. This is an opportunity to draw something. I do a step-by-step drawing. All you need is a piece of paper and a pen. It doesn't have to be anything fancy.
Post-it note. Yeah.
Post-it note. If you have some other art supplies nearby, grab them and let's get at this, shall
If
we?
you're a Wonder Whimsy Society member, you may have something you just received in the mail that could be helpful as well.
That could bring a little bit more color, as it were. Okay.
Oh,
so,
I was thinking of a yellow thing.
oh yeah.
Yeah, that too.
no.
All right. Anyway.
Okay, what we're going to start with first is the the number 4, but it's going to be kind of tilty. All right, so watch this.
A tilty 4?
All right, there we go. A tilty 4.
Ooh, a fancy one too.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
like that. Okay.
Nice.
Now, what we're going to draw is a skinny S next to it. Okay.
Very specific tonight. Slanty 4s and skinny S's.
Yeah, slanty
Ooh.
4s, skinny S's. We need to
That looks like
move
an
this
F.
over a little bit. Okay.
Hmm.
All right, let's see. Now we're going to put a little circle here, right under the 4, and fill it in.
That's
Okay.
pretty cool. We have Jennifer Tackett, a brand new member of Wonder and Whimsy
Oh,
Society.
yes. Hello,
And
Jennifer.
welcome. We're so excited that you're a part of it. And
Wes also, by the way, he was on
Yes,
here earlier giving us some
exactly.
Super Bowl trivia. So
Jennifer
welcome to
had
you.
said she is an art therapist, so she draws every day.
Ah,
That
very
is
cool.
an interesting
Okay,
profession.
now we're going to take this F and we're going to extend this a little bit out, this little wing here.
Ooh.
Okay. And then I'm going to, at the very bottom, I'm going to draw kind of like, take this little S and extend it just a little bit more. Give it a little bit more tail.
Let's see if you know what Rachel's talking about. She's wondering if this is a Smashing Pumpkins
Symbol.
Do you know that symbol?
I should, but it's not coming to mind immediately.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to extend the other end of this S out this way a little bit more. Okay. And now at the bottom of the 4, I'm going to draw another line, not as long as the one above it, a little bit shorter. Okay.
This is really, really weird, right? Am I the only one?
All right, now we're going to pull it all together, and I'm going to draw a curved line that connects the top of the S with the bottom of the S, like so. All right.
Oh my goodness. What did you do? That is like crazy.
All right, and then
I
let's see. Let's
Did
connect.
not see that coming.
Connect this line here.
Although I should have. That's now fairly obvious.
Now, what I want to do is I'm gonna make these lines the 4 and the S, which is now, as you see, a face mask. I'm gonna make it a little bit thicker. Okay.
Kelsey said usually at this point she can guess it, but this was not.
Had
easy
you guys going tonight?
Yeah, huh? Right.
All
I was
right.
with you, Kelsey.
And I'm going to extend the top of the face mask by drawing another line up here.
Nice.
All right. And of course, you can make these colors whatever you want and fill it in.
Whatever team you
All
want.
right. Now we're going to have a little bit of fun. So now you've got this blank canvas, and you can do whatever you want with the logo. And so I'm just going to do something like this, real simple tonight. I'm going to draw a circle and another circle. And I'm going to color it in.
I think Jenna will approve of this.
I'm going to do like a silver helmet, I think. So let's see if I can get this filled in. Any good comments there, Kim?
Carolyn says, make sure to put a star on it, on the helmet.
A star for Cowboys?
I would assume. That I'm like, is that the only team that has a star? Let's see. Yeah, Carolyn guessed it. Oh, donut. AGP, Dorothy says. Team Donut, Martha says. Donut. Team Donut. Hashtag Team Donut. Sabrina says, my son just screamed, it's a helmet. He says he hopes you make it a Vikings helmet. LOL.
Well, not making it a Vikings helmet, but you're more than welcome to.
You could make your own Vikings helmet. Yeah.
All right, so this is going to have a little highlight here. Okay, make it a little bit shiny.
Barb says, make sure you put sprinkles on it.
Oh, you know it, Barb. You know it. Let's see.
We'll give 99 something to get excited about tonight, Barb.
With a pink frosting.
Don't forget the sprinkles. Everybody's all into these sprinkles. Hey, this is a good night to show you what I picked for my pants. It's hard to see which direction. It's tricky. I have donut pants on tonight. That's very challenging going opposite directions.
All right, here's the sprinkles.
All right, here comes the good stuff.
Team Donut.
Hashtag Team Donut.
Let's do
for
some
sure.
purple
Fruit
ones.
Loops, Mike says.
Ooh, it did look like Fruit
Yeah.
Loops. It'd be the all cereal team, like the Captain Crunches.
Think of the mascots.
The Lucky Charms. Right? That would be rad.
Oh.
All right.
Nice.
So there's our little football helmet. Now you can, if you want to draw some grass in here, and by grass I mean scribbles.
Yes.
Look at how amazing scribbles look like grass. It's amazing. And now it's like sitting on the football field there.
I don't know if Barb's joking or being real, but this is Jason's artwork on here, so she wondered where they come from. I have a hard time. There we go.
Yes, those are our Happy Donut leggings, which are available at the lemonade stand. escapeadulthood.com/shop.
So all right, that was a fun one. And speaking of Elle, she, was here earlier with us, contributed this adorable muffin with a hat, a winter hat.
Yeah, maybe it's not a cupcake. Maybe it's just a muffin with a winter hat.
I like the smile. And I love that it's levitating.
Yep.
For the newbies who are just joining us, this is something Jason likes to do in Let's Draw, is to like put that little circle underneath, and all of a sudden, whatever it is levitating. It's just a little
instant
bit of whimsy. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
What else we got?
Oh,
John Mavrakis.
First-time contributor.
We encourage people to use whatever they have at hand. John told us that all he had was highlighters. And I think this
love this?
is a fabulous
It's about
little,
the amount of frosting I prefer.
Yeah, that's about right. You and all of our children. What else we got? We've got Carolyn. This was amazing. I love the lettering. I love the drawing too, but the lettering and just
I showed this to our daughter Ro, and she was like, I think I would like lemon cake with strawberry frosting. Like, so you sold her on that. That is adorable.
That was very good. And
she said she was staying away from the debate. Of chocolate versus white.
Just kind of,
yellow.
Can't go wrong. Lemon and strawberry are a good combo. And then we also got a very unique contributor. I guess you could say it's a contributor.
Yeah.
99, the kitten, who was named after the Agent 99, and I believe Get Smart. Sweet. Would that be right? Was apparently very smitten. The kitten was smitten.
Barb.
By the Let's Draw segment, and as it was going on, it was like, what's going on?
Because the lines were like adding to it. That is definitely a kitten's world right there.
Yeah,
Isn't that so cute? Barb.
That apparently 99, the kitten is now my biggest fan and has,
and
equal opportunity.
99's dad is named Danny Donuts. So let's bring it full circle here,
all
people.
full circle. Yeah. So if you had a chance to draw the donut with us, please send it to kj@escapeadulthood.com. I would love to see your version of that football helmet. I would like to see your logo that you put on it, the colors you put on it. Have some fun with it. Doodle along and send it in to kj@escapeadulthood.com. Alrighty, meme of the week. Shout out to Steven Saki, who Bernied Kim.
You don't even know. This totally made my year, Steven. The fact that Bernie is in a picture with me. I'm gonna frame this. I'm gonna put this as the centerpiece of my office. So thank you. I was dying. This
little backdrop on this. This was from our last in-person Escape Adulthood Summit. Kim was doing a little talk here, and there were people gathered around. And I don't remember seeing Bernie there, but I couldn't be everywhere at once.
Right.
So it's very possible that this
people. We had almost 100 people at this summit,
legit.
so it was hard to I could see where we missed them. But Steven, well done, sir.
Props.
Well done. So we have a really cool idea to share from an Adultitis fighter tonight, who also happens to be a founding member of the Wonder and Whimsy Society. And we've kind of named it the Happy Hearts Club, and you'll see why. So basically, Jennifer Strasser out in La Crosse, Wisconsin, and her son decided to bring a little bright light to the snowy neighborhood of Wisconsin by drawing these cool hearts in How easy is this? And I don't know. I mean, I didn't analyze the printing, but this definitely could have been their feet.
What do you think?
I would assume. I don't know. I didn't think about how they did it, but you could see from the top picture they put a peace symbol, and then
they could have a shovel, maybe, who knows?
And the word love, which is kind of hard to tell, but they added this, surprise their neighbors, and her son had fun bringing a little light to the hood. And I have to tell you, if I woke up on a snowy morning and looked out and there was a big heart carved in my yard, I would think that I would explode. That was actually, it kind of did happen to us.
Suddenly, I was going to say, before you get into that, suddenly I have a vision of John Cusack
the Love Actually
outside here with the boombox, and then he made a heart in the yard. That might be.
We have been talking so much about this in Wonder and Whimsy Society, you guys, about people just need to be seen right now. And I know it seems kind of trite or whatever, but no, seriously, people are burnt out. And just by showing someone that you see them, acknowledging them, you don't even have to write them a love letter. It's just putting a heart on someone's lawn or on their sidewalk in chalk. This is big stuff right now. This little stuff is really, really big stuff. And
sometimes nature winks at you, right? As we looked outside on our deck a couple weeks ago.
So we have a little yard turkey who we fondly have named Lady. The neighbors feed her corn, which is why she sticks around. But she literally walked on our deck and made this heart with her sweet little feet. And I was like, are you kidding me? This was a week and a half into being here at this new home. We had this love letter note on our deck from Lady. So I have to tell you, I know this was whatever. You can say it was an accident, but it just warmed our little hearts. And sometimes just by looking for that magic, you do see it. So it's pretty powerful stuff.
Yes. So it's kind of fun to have that serendipitous moment. But yes, anything you can do. And if you don't live where it's snowing, maybe you put something on the beach, or maybe you arrange sticks, or maybe you take some sidewalk chalk and draw some hearts on the sidewalk or the driveway of your neighbor. And join the Happy Hearts Club this week, right, Kim?
And Jennifer Strasser, thank you for your example. You and your son are so awesome. We love seeing you guys on our online meetup. So thank you so much for sharing that with all of us. Yes.
It is time to give away something. And the way to enter to win Our prize tonight is to answer this question in the comments. If you were an alien from another planet, what would you think a Super Bowl was? I was trying to think of like an alien from another planet, or maybe even if you were like Laura Ingalls Wilder before football, before all of this hoopla of what it's become. This is maybe require a little bit of creativity, but I want to see what you guys come up with. What is an alternative definition of a Super Bowl? I have an idea, but let's let you guys put some things in. And we have we're gonna send the winner a $10 gift card to our online store.
Or as our son mentioned, it was very comfortable. It was comfortable gift card.
And we throw a fun sticker in there with it and some other fun things. So let's see what's weighing in here.
What is a Super Bowl to an alien? I want to know that. That is a really good question. I was, are you getting some yet?
Yes.
Okay.
A bowl full of fat, delicious humans. Wow. I wasn't expecting that, but I love it. A giant bowl of ice cream, says Wes.
Super Bowl, right? The more the better.
Biggest bowl for ice cream, right?
See? Ice cream.
Large bowl of ramen noodles.
That's good.
Triple serving of nachos. That is your Super Bowl.
Yes.
Connie, like the Grand Canyon. I like that. Going a different direction.
I was kind of thinking Connie's direction. I was thinking of a skateboard park.
Oh, like a half pipe?
Yeah, like you're looking down as you're landing. It's like, there's a Super Bowl.
The best bowl ever made.
Oh, it is.
I'm curious what would make it the best bowl. That's the next level question that I'm curious about, right?
Deep. Yeah.
Of course, a strike in bowling.
The Super Bowl.
A huge rainbow-colored bowl filled of yummy food.
Yes. I like that it's rainbow colored.
Yeah, how about Sabrina saying a bowl to where you get superpowers when you go in it or eat out of it?
Okay, this just became a children's book. I love it, Sabrina. Yes.
Steven says a very large male cow.
Oh, bowl, like Super Bowl, like a
bowl.
Steven's got a good ear. You always turn it.
A Super Bowl happens at a bowling alley. It does seem to make sense, doesn't it?
Yeah. Is it a big ball? Like a
How about this? There's another play on words. An awesome nocturnal bird. Super Bowl.
Oh, like
Super
an
Bowl.
Owl. Bowl?
Well, maybe I pronounced it. Tim, a Super Bowl would be the grandest toilet one could ever sit upon. Now someone's going in my direction here. That's great.
Oh, that's good. Is it kind of like a porta potty? Because even though you hate them, when you need it, you need it.
Yeah. Kathleen says the largest crater on Earth that you go to if you get superpowers. That if you go to it, you get superpowers.
Okay.
I like that.
That's cool. Another.
Martha,
like
an amazing haircut.
Oh, bowl cut.
That's good. Mike, endless scoops of ice cream. I was thinking like a Super Bowl would be like you put cereal in it and it like keeps refilling itself. That would be a Super Bowl. Or if you had ice cream and it refills itself.
You would just probably prefer it to somehow not make your cereal soggy.
Oh, that would be.
Do I know him or what?
Could I have it with?
This is 25 years of being together, guys.
That's what I'm talking about.
Team Kim, Team Jason, soggy
just like
cereal,
releases
non-soggy
just enough milk in there to get the milk without making everything soggy.
Soggy. I love soggy cereal,
crunchy.
especially honeycombs. Soggy honeycombs are the best.
Just eat oatmeal.
You just have to let it sit for at least 5 minutes, you guys.
It's terrible.
So that's all we got on that. You don't need to participate. It's just our own fight.
This has been a trying show for our marriage tonight.
Good thing Valentine's Day is coming up.
All right. Well, keep those coming in. We will. Thank you, Kara. Appreciate that. Keep those coming in. We will pick a winner at the end of the show tonight. Team Ben. Let's see.
I am solo on the soggy cereal situation. I'll tell you that.
No, soggy. I was just like, no,
I'm gonna
soggy.
Just sink down.
Barb, can I just pull this up?
Soggy cereal? Oh, gag him in a spoon, Barb!
That's what I'm talking about.
Gross. I guess I'm in a small minority of people who enjoy soggy cereal. I guess
This might be the first time ever No one has said your name.
Come on.
Holy nightmare.
To all of you, I say.
Oh man, I don't know.
All right. Well, we're about to wrap up tonight. Again, thank you to Martha and Elle for jumping on with us and sharing your thoughts. Many of you watching this have already read this book, but we thought it was appropriate because of the artwork. What is someone saying?
Everybody's saying no, Kim. No, they're being very kind, but I'm so alone on this. Like, I feel like a tiny little penguin. Just
they're backing over. They're running you over and then backing over you back and forth.
The problem is I kind of agree with you, but I love it. There's something really gross about it.
As you're eating it, like, this is gross, but I love it. This is gross, but I love it.
I kind of like sometimes when noodles are overcooked too. It's just like a texture thing. So I don't know. It's strange. 94%, guys. Yeah. 94. All right.
Anywho, if you have not read A Chance of Awesome,
who hasn't at this
the whole
point?
Well, Come on. It's an international bestseller.
It's not. It's not.
It could be. But it is perfectly in line with what I was talking about earlier tonight about deciding. If you want to have a real chance of awesome next Monday, next year, tomorrow, a lot of it is about deciding. And this book kind of goes more into detail with that. And we have the free ebook is available at escapeadulthood.com/chance. We would love to have you download it. If you haven't joined and become an Escape Adulthood Insider, you should totally do that, because that's how you learn about all the new things we have going on. And you can, if you enter your email with this website, you'll get subscribed.
I want to say a special shout out to my girl Christy Ward in Minnesota, who also likes overcooked noodles. So thank you.
Gross.
Well, I just have to ask all of you here tonight.
Are you guys having a killer time?
I hope you did have a good time. We really...
next week.
What?
Next week.
Oh, yes.
Seriously. Oh,
Go ahead.
Thank you
Give
to
them a
Barb.
sneak preview.
Thank you to Barb. Next week, we are going to have Eddie Carosa Jr. on our show.
Who is Eddie Carosa Jr.,
if
you may ask?
If you've ever heard of the Kenosha Kickers from a little show known as Home Alone, you may have also just known him because he's awesome and plays
Maybe you've been to one of his shows.
All over. Yes, he's going to be our guest next week. All thanks to a shirt Jason was wearing that was gifted to him with Kenosha Kickers because it has the whole Sheboygan reference in Home Alone. Barb knows him. Barb invited him to our show that night. He was on the comments that night, and now he's going to be on our show next week. So we're really excited to hear it. He is a passionate musician who has just amazing love for what he does, and that's why we're having him on the show. It has nothing to do with Home Alone, by the way. I mean, it's cool that he was on there.
Yeah, that's cool. But
he's a really, really, really playful, childlike person. So we're excited to invite him on the show next week. So please tune in, and it'll be awesome.
Yeah, that is set the calendar for that. That is it, though, for tonight. Until next time, Adultitis Fighters.
Shine on, spread whimsy, and keep being awesome.